everybody, this is Mark Siegel, your resident ed tech specialist, to help you out with some PDF documents. So I got a request from some teachers about how to help students use PDF documents and be able to type on them so they could submit them as assignments. So here is a basic PDF that I was using for one of my professional development opportunities. And so you'll see that here it has a box that could be written in or typed into. Here's another one on another page. So the first thing you want to do is understand that PDF documents are not meant to be edited. That's the whole purpose of them, is to take them cross-platform, so it doesn't matter what type of device you're using, you can still view the PDF. So we have a little bit of a workaround, and the workaround is you're going to have to take a screenshot of the page that you're working with so that now it's either so now it's in some sort of picture type format. So I'm going to take a couple of screenshots here and save them to my computer. Now I use a program called Snagit, and Snagit is made by TechSmith, and it's extremely cheap and very versatile and super easy to use. But if you're on something like a Chromebook, you're going to want to just use the screenshot feature, and which I believe is just the control and then the multi-window button. Okay, so I have a screenshot of that page, and I want to take a screenshot of this page here. I'm going to do the same thing I just did. Okay, and then just make sure you save them to your computer. Okay, once they're saved, just open up a Google presentation. Now you can do this with Google Drawings too if you're more comfortable with Google Drawings, but Google Slides is the easiest thing to work with. Okay, open up a Google Slide and make sure that you have a blank screen. Now normally when you do this, it defaults to the title slide. That's perfectly fine. You can delete the text boxes, or you can come up here and just choose blank and give yourself a blank slide to work with. Now once you've got a blank slide, go to File, Page Setup. And we need to change the dimensions of the page. So we're going to click from widescreen to custom, and we're going to change it to the dimensions of a piece of paper, which is 8.5 by 11. Okay, so now we've got a vertical environment to work with, and now we're going to upload the picture of the screenshot that we just took. So once you've got your screenshot uploaded, you'll notice that you've got all this extra stuff that you don't want. So let's edit that out by cropping it. So we click the crop button that's on the toolbar, and we just line it up to the edge and we slide it to the side. And then we line up this one and we slide it to the side. And it doesn't have to be perfect, but you know, it all depends on whether or not you care if there's a little bit of gray or black or whatever it is on the sides. Okay, then click anywhere else. Now we've cropped our image. Now we want to expand that image to be as close to the size of our screen as possible, because we want to make sure that the text is nice and visible to our students when they go to look at this later. Okay, so if you find that this is not large enough for you, you'll notice there's a lot of extra space typically around the outside of the page. You can crop all that out and continue to expand your paper out to be as large as physically possible. So now that we've got this as an image onto the slide, what we want to do is we want to insert a text box. And so we're going to come up to the toolbar and click text box, and we're going to draw a text box into the space where we want students to be able to type. Okay, and that's pretty much all you have to do. All the students need to do is click on that space, and you can do type your answer here. Now you can leave them that as their response, like so that they know where to type their answer. The other thing that I've seen done before is you can outline the outside of your box by choosing a border. And now the students can clearly see where they're supposed to type. You could also do a fill feature. So if you went and clicked fill color and chose something that is slightly different than everything else, they can see that as well. Okay, so now your students know that they can type into this box here, and that's where their answer is supposed to go, and the prompt is right above them. Super simple workaround for it. I'm going to put a small twist on that. Okay, one of the issues that I have is if you share this document with your students, there is one dilemma, and the dilemma is the students can do this. and they can move the background. They can even delete the background, and that can be a problem. when you're trying to set up your document. Okay, if a student accidentally deletes it and then it hits save and they can't figure out how to go back, it's a problem. So here's a little bit of an advanced tip for you. Copy your picture. So click on it and hit copy, Control C. Go up to slide and go down to edit master. Now, the master is the formatting that covers all slides, okay? So when you paste it into the master, you will automatically have, every time you use that particular slide layout, it will automatically use this background. So I'm going to paste my picture in here, and I'm going to click the X. And what you'll notice is when you add a new slide, the new slide will automatically have the same background. Now here's the thing. Now they can't edit it. There's nothing that they can do to this to edit it. And so now you can add your text box here. And there's nothing the students can do to mess up your background. The only thing that they can do is they can slide your text box around, they can modify the text box, but that also allows them to have greater control over what they're submitting to you. If you have something that's multiple pages and you don't want them to edit it, and edit the master, no problem. Just go to slide, go to edit master, and just modify one of the other layouts. So for example, this layout has a minimal amount of editing, so I can delete this off of this, and I can upload a photo to this as well. So I took 2 pictures of my document. I'm going to add 2 pictures. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing I did before. I am going to crop it. And I'm going to resize it. And I'm going to get it into place. And as soon as I X out of that, if I go to use that page, my page is already set up for me, and all I have to do is throw my text box into here and I'm good to go. The other thing that you can do with this too is if you are concerned that the students aren't going to know where the text box is or anything like that, you can leave other notes for them at the same time. Like, this is a great opportunity for you to highlight specific pieces of information. So like, let's say you want them to really focus in on this paragraph. You know, you can add a circle, get rid of the fill, and make it a bright color, and now it's going to circle there too. Okay, you know, there's a lot of different things that you can do to highlight pieces of the document for your students, so that it's not just here's a page and type in this box. So a couple little workarounds for you, nice and easy. Again, you know, just it's not the best situation, but it works for, you know, a digital environment like we're in right now. As always, if you have any questions, please reach out to me whenever you can, or leave comments, and I'm happy to get back to you as soon as possible. Have a great day, everybody.